And we're back with another Project Zomboid mod showcase. And this one's featuring the Army Service Uniform and Rank Patches Armor Pack. And here it is on the mannequins with the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. And now to show you what's included in this set, starting with the Army Service Uniform coat, Army Service Uniform pants, Army Service Uniform shirt. I'm not sure what's going on with the icon there, but I'm sure it'll get fixed later. Army Service Uniform shoes. And last but not least, one of the rank patches. This is the major rank patch. And here's what it looks like on the model, starting with the front view, side views, and back view for you guys. It looks freaking sick, dude. And since this mod was made by J1, it also features several choices on how you can wear clothes and accessories. And how would you go about doing that? Just go up to your inventory, right click the item of choice, and select wear, and from there you'll get your options. We only have one here. It's going to be open, so we're going to open that up, boys. Boom. There you go, boys. Ties exposed. And if you have a female character, no problem here, boys, because this mod also supports female characters. Front view, back view, and side view for you guys. And as I stated before, this mod also includes several patches you can attach to the shirt or the coat, however you wish. Here they are laying on the table for you. And now to take a look at the patches that are included in this pack, we're going to start with the Captain rank patch, Corporal rank patch, First Lieutenant rank patch, Major rank patch, Private First Class rank patch, Private rank patch, Second Lieutenant rank patch, Sergeant First Class rank patch, Sergeant rank patch, Specialist rank patch, and last but not least we have the Staff Sergeant rank patch. On to my thoughts about this mod, you probably already guessed it. I freaking love it. The reason why? It's military related. I would definitely slap this one into my mod library, and I absolutely would recommend it to you guys. As long as you like military related gear, this is for you. And the J1 team is excellent at making this stuff. I would say they're almost like the KI5 of modded gear in this game. They're that good. But that's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And we're back with another Project Zomboid mod showcase. And this one's featuring the US M548 cargo carrier by Papa Chad. Starting with the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. This vehicle does not include any spare tires, and it's only build 42 compatible. And moving on to the back of the vehicle, sick animation on the trunk there. The maximum storage capacity here is 600. Whole lot of storage here for you boys. And under the hood, here's your information inside of this vehicle. If you wish to pause your screen, look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. And moving inside of the vehicle, nice animation on the door there. Here are your options as follows. We're going to start with the horn. That's pretty much standard horn. Moving on. All right, boys, you know what comes next. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Frickin' sweet, dude. I absolutely love the detail on this thing. And that there is a standard version of the US M548 cargo carrier. I think it looks sick so far. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But that's not all, boys. We also have the camo version of the M548 carrier. Front view, back view, side view for you guys. And since everything else is pretty much the same as the first vehicle, here's what's inside of this vehicle. Pause your screen if you wish to do so. And unlike most mods, this mod actually has a gun that's fully functional. And how do we access the gun? The first thing we need to do is make sure our two cheeks are in the gunner's seat. To do that, just go ahead and hit the V key, hit the switch seat, and then right in the middle there, number 2, seat gunner. Switch to that. There we go, 2 cheeks in the seat. We're ready to fire that gun. But before we can start shooting, we need to make sure we have this 12.7 99mm ammo box. This is going to be our magazine for this thing. And once you have some 12.7 99mm rounds, you're going to go ahead and insert those into the magazine just like this. And once you have the ammo box loaded, you're going to go ahead and slap that into the Browning M2 HB slot on the vehicle. And now that you have the gun loaded, all you're going to do is hold down the right click button and you'll see the gun moving towards the mouse. Anywhere you move this mouse is where the gun is going to shoot. Keep in mind, you have to wait until the turret fully gets to a stop to make the shot. So there it goes. Boom. Aw, freaking sweet, dude. And here's what it looks like when you're actually in front of a bunch of zombies. Oh yeah, freaking awesome, dude. Come on, zombies. All right, boys, you know what comes next. It's time for the test drive. Let's get these two cheeks in the vehicle and see how she runs. Oh yeah, let's go, boys. That is freaking sick, dude. On to my test drive experience. This thing is absolutely amazing to drive, dude. It only gets up to 35 or 40, but that's all you need, and it is a tank, so I understand the speed. While you're taking sharp turns, I found out the best way to do that is to ease up off the gas and then hold down the turn key. Or you can give the handbrake a touch and then hold the turn key and make a turn that way. And out of the crash test, yes, this thing is a tank, dude. I smashed into so many zombies. The same vehicle I do every time. This vehicle came out to a 99.9% overall condition. That means there was only a scratch on this thing by the time I got done with it. There are a couple things I do want to point out, and that is that this vehicle includes advantages and disadvantages. One advantage is this vehicle has high carrying capacity, which you see in the 600 storage earlier. It also has a very powerful gun that can pierce through nearly anything. So those walls, those windows, those zombies, everything, dude, it can go through it. And for the disadvantages, this vehicle needs a lot of gasoline to work. Not only that, this vehicle is pretty slow. As you can tell, it's a tank. It's not going to go fast, boys. And there isn't any armor on this vehicle. Does it need armor? I don't know, boys. You tell me about that overall condition. And last but not least, this vehicle is very noisy. Yes, it is a tank. It's going to give you a lot of unwanted attention. So if you don't want any attention, don't use the tank. My thoughts on this mod, you probably already guessed it. I freaking loved it, dude. The fact that it drives like a tank, animates like a tank, even has its own sound effects. Amazing, dude. What's not to love about this thing? So would I recommend it to you guys? Absolutely. If you don't mind having an overpowered vehicle, this vehicle is for you. And we're back with another Project Zomboid mod showcase. And this one's featuring the J&G SWAT Uniform Armor Pack. Starting with the first set on the mannequins, here's a front view, back view, and side view for you guys. And now to what's included in this set, starting with the SWAT thigh pads, SWAT tactical shoes, SWAT plate carrier, SWAT pants, SWAT knee pads, SWAT jacket, Rook SWAT helmet, SWAT gloves, and finally the SWAT elbow pads. And here's what it looks like on the model, starting with the front view, side views, and back view for you guys. And onto the Patriots set, starting with the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. And now to what's included in this set, starting with the SWAT thigh pads, SWAT shoulder pads, SWAT plate carrier, SWAT pants, SWAT jacket, Patriot SWAT helmet, SWAT gloves, SWAT boots, and last but not least, the SWAT balaclava. And here's what it looks like on the model, starting with the front view, side views, and back view for you guys. And up next we have the Defender version, starting with the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. And now onto what's included in this set, starting with the SWAT thigh pads, SWAT tactical shoes, heavy SWAT shoulder pads, SWAT plate carrier, SWAT pants, heavy SWAT knee pads, SWAT jacket, Defender SWAT helmet, SWAT gloves, and last but not least, the SWAT balaclava. And now what it looks like on the model, starting with the front view, side views, and back view for you guys. Looks freaking sick, dude. I think this is my favorite so far. And up next we have the basic SWAT uniform, starting with the thigh pads, SWAT shoulder pads, light SWAT plate carrier, SWAT pants, SWAT knee pads, SWAT jacket, basic SWAT helmet, SWAT gloves, SWAT elbow pads, SWAT boots, and last but not least, the SWAT balaclava. And here's what it looks like on the model, starting with the front view, side views, and back view for you guys. And last but not least, I threw together this set just to showcase the AM95 helmet. And out of what's included in this set, starting with the heavy shoulder pads, SWAT plate carrier, SWAT pants, SWAT knee pads, SWAT jacket, SWAT gloves, SWAT elbow pads, SWAT boots, SWAT balaclava, and last but not least, the SWAT AM95 helmet. And now what it looks like on the model, starting with the front view, side views, and back view for you guys. And since this mod also uses a Cat J1 library, this mod also gives you several choices on how you can wear clothing and accessories. And how would you do that? Just basically go to your inventory, select the item of choice, go and right click, and then you got a bunch of options under the wear category. Choose to put it on how you wish. I'm going to go open. Boom. There we go, boys. And if you're having troubles finding this gear on zombies, no worries there, because you can craft any of these pieces that you see. Just go ahead and hit the B key. Once this menu is open, you're going to go down to tailoring, or you can just type in this SWAT and all the items will come up. You can craft them as you wish. And if you have a female character, no worries there, because this mod also supports female characters. I threw 4 sets together for you to look at. And you may have noticed already, this mod has tons of items you can choose from to make your look however you wish. And on the right side of the table, we have some of the accessories you can choose to wear, starting with the Rook SWAT helmet. Moving on to the Patriot SWAT helmet, Defender SWAT helmet, SWAT gloves, SWAT gas mask, SWAT cap, SWAT balaclava, and the SWAT AM95 helmet. And on the left side of the table, I have a couple bags you can choose to wear, starting with the SWAT duffel bag with a carrying capacity of 18. And up next, we have the SWAT backpack with a carrying capacity of 22. On to my thoughts about this mod. I absolutely loved it. I love the look of it. I love how it works. Everything about it is amazing, dude. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it to you guys if you don't mind extra armor in your game. And keep in mind, you can only obtain this gear by either crafting or zombie hunting. And we're back with another Project Zomboid mod showcase. And this one's featuring the Mustang New Edge. Starting with the standard version, here's the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. This vehicle includes 1 spare tire slot and also is build 42 compatible. If you're still using build 41, there's also a build 41 version. And moving on to the back of the vehicle, nice animation on the trunk there. Love the sound effect. That's new. Maximum storage capacity is 65 on the trunk. And there's a roof rack you can slap onto this beast with a maximum of 60. And under the hood, here's your information inside of this vehicle. If you wish to pause your screen and look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. And moving inside of the vehicle, nice animation on the door there. Here are options as follows. We're going to start with the horn. That's pretty much standard horn. Moving on. Alright boys, you know what comes next. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Frickin' sweet, dude. I absolutely love the detail on the headlights. Frickin' sick. And that there is a Mustang New Edge. I think it looks frickin' sick so far, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But that's not all, boys. We have the Cobra R version. Front view, back view, side view for you guys. And everything else is pretty much the same as the first vehicle. However, here's the information on this vehicle. If you wish to pause your screen, look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. And saving the best for last, we have the Apocalypse version. Front view, back view, and side view for you guys. If you're wondering about that gun on top, it's just aesthetics. Don't get too excited, boys. And under the hood, everything else is pretty much the same. Here's your information inside of this vehicle. If you wish to pause your screen, look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. Also, this mod supports SARS Common Library, so if you want to attach armor to this vehicle, you can do so. And how would you do that? Just face the vehicle here, just hit the V key. Once this radio menu comes up, just go ahead and hit the wrench with the plus icon, which is modifications. And boom, you're greeted with the vehicle modifications window, which will help you attach these pieces to your vehicle. You have installed parts, bumpers, protection, decor, and trunks. So many options here for you boys. Go wild if you want to. Alright boys, 2 cheeks to the seat. Let's see how she runs. Oh yeah, let's go boys. On to my driving experience with this vehicle. I absolutely love driving this thing. I had no issues with the brakes, hand brakes, all of it. Loved it. The speed got all the way up to 120 and this thing still drove amazing. And on the crash test, I smashed into so many zombies, an unexpected lamppost, and the same vehicle I do every time. This vehicle came out to a 97.84% overall condition. That is amazing, dude. So when it comes to driving this thing at high speeds and you got it fully armored, there is absolutely nothing to worry about, dude, and I love that. My thoughts on this mod, you probably guessed it. I absolutely loved it, dude. I definitely would use this in a playthrough. Would I recommend it to you guys? I don't even like Mustangs, but I love this one. That should tell you something right there. And we're back with another Project Zomboid mod showcase. And this one's featuring the 66 Pontiac LeMans and GTO by KI5. Starting with the LeMans, here's the front view, back view, and side view for you guys. This vehicle includes 1 spare tire and is build 41 and build 42 compatible. And moving on to the back of the vehicle, nice animation on the trunk there. The maximum storage capacity here is 75. With a roof rack you can slap onto this beast with a maximum storage capacity of 55. Whole lot of storage here for you boys. And under the hood, here's your information inside of this vehicle. If you wish to pause your screen, look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. Plenty to look at. And moving inside of the vehicle, nice animation on the door there. Here are options as follows. We're going to start with a horn. That's pretty much standard horn. Moving on. Alright boys, you know what comes next. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Brick and sweet, dude. And that there's a standard version of the LeMans. I think it looks sick so far. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Next up, we have the convertible version of the LeMans. Front view, back view, side view for you guys. And since everything else is pretty much the same as the first vehicle, under the hood, here's your information inside of this vehicle. If you wish to pause your screen, look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. And up next, we have the GTO version. Front view, back view, side view for you guys. And everything else is pretty much the same as the first vehicle. So under the hood, here's your information inside of this vehicle. If you wish to pause your screen, look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. And up next, we have the convertible version of the GTO. Front view, back view, side view for you guys. And again, everything else is pretty much the same as the first vehicle. So under the hood, here's your information inside of this vehicle. If you wish to pause your screen and look at this stuff, go ahead and do so. And just like other KF5's mods, this mod includes extra parts you can find in the world or craft to make a fully protected vehicle. Alright boys, you know what comes next. Let's get these 2 chicks in the seat and see how she runs. Oh yeah, let's go boys. And out of my test drive experience, I like driving this thing. I had no problems with it. It does take a bit of getting used to turn the vehicle, but other than that, handbrakes, speed, all of it, loved it, no problems. However, I did encounter a weird issue with hitting the handbrake on a sharp turn. I'm not sure what happened, but it was pretty crazy. And out of the crash test, this thing is a beast, dude. I smashed into so many zombies, the same freaking vehicle I do every time. This vehicle came out to a 97.52% overall condition. That's amazing, dude. So do I recommend it to you? Well, if you like fast vehicles and you don't mind getting used to the turns, this one's for you. I absolutely loved it. I had no problems with it like I said before. I definitely recommend it to you guys. And that's it for this video. If you like this video, go and dragon smash that like button and subscribe. Become one with us dragons. And I hope to catch you in the next freaking video. Goodbye for now.